Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, it's Zero94 back again here with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Toyz 1/6 scale limited edition action figure of Stan Lee, limited to 1,000 pieces worldwide. Now this is 1/6 scale. I don't normally do 1/6 scale at all, but for Stan Lee I'll make an exception here. I just had to have something of Stan Lee, especially since Marvel Legends canceled their 6-inch figure of Stan Lee, unfortunately, until further notice, I guess. And I did miss out on the Hot Toys version of Stan Lee, which I wish I picked up when I had the chance. But it's long sold out. Hopefully they do a re-release or a new version of it of some sort. But this is all I have to get right now. So let's check it out and see how good it is. So it's an unknown company. I don't know who Toyz is. So yeah, there is also another Stan Lee figure coming out pretty soon by some Chinese company. But I might pick that one up too. That one looks a little, actually looks better than this one, to tell you the truth. But as you see, the box is pretty plain. We just have a red box with the name and the words, and that's all. And the red box was actually just a sleeve. Once you take the sleeve off, it's the same thing but in blue, and this is the actual box itself now. So this is what you will open. It's magnetized on the side, opens just like this, and on the inside we have the foam covering the figure. Removing the foam, we unveil the Stan Lee figure inside and all of its accessories. Alright, so there's our look at our 1/6 scale Stan Lee from Toyz. Very okay, I can say. It's not Hot Toys quality, that's for sure, but it's not too bad at all. The face likeness is what's most important here to me, and it looks okay. Like I said, it's the same thing. Not Hot Toys quality, but it looks like him, and that's a good thing. So, as far as the choice of outfit, I wish they could have gone with something a little bit more, I don't know, Stan Lee-ish. That makes sense. But this is something Stan Lee would wear for sure. Maybe not the coat, but the good thing is this is removable. The coat's removable here, so you can actually remove the coat and the little sweater he has on over his shirt. So you have lots of options here in terms of how you want to display him, for sure. So this figure comes with a couple accessories too, so it's pretty cool. He actually has an alternate head that shows a bit of a, I guess, younger version, if I guess you want to say, or maybe just a bearded version of Stan Lee. So not what we're used to at all, but it's still a good option to have here. And then we have, of course, his iconic glasses. So we have this pair right here, and then we have a pair that are brown right here, so you can choose which one you prefer. I think I prefer the more goldish yellow ones here. We have a little watch for him to wear if you want to put on a watch, and then we have some hands. So we got two open hands on the figure itself here, on each hand, of course. Then we have a right hand that is pointing. It's got a ring on the pinky finger. Then he has a pair of Spider-Man web-slinging hands, which is, of course, necessary for any Stan Lee figure. So here it is. We got a ring finger, and then we have a ring on the pinky finger there. And then going to the last pair of hands here, we have two kind of grabbing hands here. That's all he comes with. He does come with a base and a stand, so we have just a basic black base with a basic stand, and then here are the little hooks to hold on to him. And there's a closer look at the face, so you can get a better look at the likeness right there. And then once you apply his glasses, he looks a little something like this right here, and that looks even better to me. Alright, so his articulation, we have the head moving left and right. It goes down not too much here. It does look up further than it does looking down. The head itself could be a little better. It is a little loose on mine here. Not the worst I've seen, but definitely not cool. I just wish it was a little tighter, but it's okay. It's not going to go anywhere. The arm, and this is with all of the garments attached, of course, with the coat, with the vest, and his normal shirt. it's not going to move much because of the coat. But we still got the arm moving forward and back, in and out just fine here. Then we do have a bicep swivel right there, double jointed elbows. The wrist here will swivel, and of course they're removable, so there is a hinge. So it's a ball jointed hinge for the hands. See if I can just pop that back in. There you go. So hinges there. As for the torso, let's see if I can feel this out. He does have a diaphragm joint. Swivels, rotates forward and back a lot, so that's good movement on the torso. There is a waist swivel by the looks of it here. Yep, so waist swivel, and you can actually work as a diaphragm joint as well because you can bend it forward from the waist. I also want to note that the belt is actually made of like material. It's not plastic. It's really nice. It's actually looped through each loop and hooked in with the actual buckle there, so it's very cool. Not used to seeing that in 6-inch, so like I said, I'm a newbie when it comes to 1/6 scale figures. I don't own a single hot toy. I don't own nothing like that, so I'm a newbie here, so bear with me. As for the legs will kick forward and back, in and out pretty far here. We do have a thigh swivel. The legs will bend at double joints. We do have an ankle that swivels. It goes forward and back a lot. We get a pivot, and that's all you get. One thing that bothers me here is they didn't give him any socks. They just kind of painted it black. So where his socks are supposed to be, it's just all black, and then you can see where his ankle is. There's no sock. It looks kind of weird, so you just want to cover that with the pants. Don't ever want to show the socks, I guess, because there isn't any. So, like I said, I don't have any other 1/6 scale figures like this. So I do have Marvel Legends and Mezco 112 collectives to compare him next to. Obviously, he's going to be double the size of 6-inch figures here since he is 12 inches tall. But here he is next to the teenager Marvel Legends Spider-Man on the left. We have the Homecoming suit Spider-Man Marvel Legends on the left as well. Then we have the Homecoming homemade suit from Mezco 112, and then the Mezco 112 Steve Rogers figure. Here's a really close-up look to see just to take a look at the texture on the outfit and just the fabric and cloth and what it's made of. It's actually good material, good thick material for the coat. Here you can see each button is individual. You can actually button up the coat if you want to, because there's little holes to button it up just like you would on a real coat. So that's cool. On the inside you see the texture there. I like it a lot. They actually did a good job with the material. It's not just cheap. Like I mentioned before with the belt, it's nice. It's actual, I don't want to say if it's leather or pleather or whatever, but they made it look like it was actually a leather belt. So that's nice. It's Velcro when it comes to the, I guess, where your zipper would be. And also Velcro here on the undershirt, I can see already. We have a handkerchief in his front pocket. We have actual front pockets on the front of the coat. We have actual pockets in his pants right here. So I guess if you want to try to stick his hand in, you could try to. I think his hand's a little big though. But yeah, there's actual pockets in there. And then here's the texture for the pants. And there's a closer look at the poor attempt at, well, I don't even think they attempted for socks. So yeah. So here he is without the coat jacket on. It's a long sweater. I actually wish this was a vest, like without the sleeves, and it was just a, I don't know, just seems more Stan Lee-ish. But this is Stan Lee. This is what he wears. This is his style. So I still think it's okay look. Alright, so I removed the sweater now, and this is him with just the undershirt. And my only gripe here would be just the Velcro. I mean, I wish they didn't use the Velcro, or use something a little bit harder to hold it together, because on the top the Velcro keeps coming apart. It doesn't want to hold. But I mean, you can barely see it on the camera. I think I'm looking at the camera right now, and it doesn't look as bad as it does in person. But in person, you just see a big strip of Velcro, and it just takes away from the image, I guess. I don't know. Just nitpicking here. Just a review of the Toyz 1/6 scale Stan Lee figure. I got this guy off of Big Bad Toy Store, and I got him about 4 months ago, 3 months I think it was. I put him in my pile of loot. It's been in there for 3 months, and I had to finally ship him. And since then, when I checked back on the site, they don't even have it listed anymore. So as for Big Bad Toy Store, it seems like they sold out of their stock of this figure. So I'm not quite sure where you guys can pick them up now. Probably gonna have to hit up eBay or something else to check this one out if you guys were interested in this figure. But that's where I got him. They took away the listing from the last time I saw. So unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for the pictures at the end of the video. Leave a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and as always, Excelsior.
Hi heroes, this is Stan Lee coming at you. Want you to know, Marvel has always been and always will be a reflection of the world right outside our window. That world may change and evolve, but the one thing that will never change is the way we tell our stories of heroism. Those stories have room for everyone, regardless of their race, gender, religion, or color of their skin. The only things we don't have room for are hatred, intolerance, and bigotry. That man next to you, he's your brother. That woman over there, she's your sister. And that kid walking by, hey, who knows? He may have the proportionate strength of a spider. We're all part of one big family, the human family, and we all come together in the body of Marvel. And you're part of that family. You're part of the Marvel universe that moves ever upward and onward to greater glory. In other words, Excelsior!